Thursday.
People are already chatting.
People are already chatting. Flog and KGB, it's good to see you both. It is Thursday evening. It is beverage podcasting time. I'm a little blurry for some reason because of the camera. There we go. That's
Usually
a little
it's me,
better.
and I'm no blurry.
No, you're always bright and shiny and bushy-tailed. Maybe a little sweaty
that's my
sometimes.
forehead.
Just a little forehead sweat
That's
sometimes.
the only thing that's bushy, shiny
Actually,
about me.
you could save that. We need that for the cocktail later.
What's that?
For the margarita that we're having later. We need
The
some
bushy?
of your sweat. We need some of your forehead sweat.
Oh, do we? A little salt?
It's actually, yes, we do. We add a little saline to that
The
solution.
tears of peasants.
Good evening / midday to you all. It is once again Thursday evening is podcast time. My name is Andrew.
And I am Keith. He of the shiny forehead.
He of the shiny forehead. That is
Yes.
your your name when you're far and wide. If you're over in the hills of Ireland. Keith of the shiny
I
forehead.
of the shiny.
The rolling Irish foreheads. Had a great cocktail last night. What did you have, KGB? Tell us about it. We're going to kick off the day with some sparkling rosé tea beverage. Have we had this before? I'm assuming no.
We
if you
have
brought it
not.
to the
This is
table.
new.
Okay, this is
Yes.
new. Is this a limited time offering from Ye Olden Trader Joe's?
It doesn't say there on the sheet you have up, so I don't know, actually.
Okay.
Could be. You
Well,
never
tell us
know
a bit
with,
about there, Sam.
you never know with, yeah.
Uh,
One night in Baltimore.
Fickle Mistress. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. What is that like a riff on? Oh my gosh, they're starting all the way already. We have just been having a rash of people that just need to get reported. Man, I probably won't report all of these people tonight because it just takes away a little bit too much from the podcast. But we'll do the first one out of the gate. Whoever you are, you can feel special. Where is it? Oh, spam, scams, or bots. Scam. And then buying viewers because they get booted right away. But then I always do the report and I get to get these little emails afterwards that says, Twitch thanks you. This person has been removed.
That's good.
I had to do like 20 of these the other stream.
What is it specifically?
Is
it just happening?
It's just, yeah, I don't know why. It's like, someone was saying there's a law that's about to go into effect in California or something. And I guess like it has to do with cracking down on even more of this. So it's like people are, all of these accounts have been made, like most of them one day were September 22nd. The other day it was all September 30th. Like, so they're all just being auto generated. I don't know who would click on any of these links in a chat. Almost everybody's stuff has something to delete. Like, so I just don't even get it. Like, it's just an annoyance. I guess if it gets through to one person and they click on it and fall down a rabbit hole, I guess they're a victory. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know if it's a riff on anything, but here is the concoction. I see what you did there.
Oh,
I see what you did there.
Oh, no.
That means there's eggplant in it if it's a concoction.
The concoction, yes.
Perfect. Nailed it. Actually made a nice cocktail last night as well. A classic, if you will say, an old fashioned with some wild turkey whiskey. Had a little bit left in the cabinet and wanted to use it up. What else did you use in there? What kind of bitters did you use? Did you just go full classic? Did you do something else? I definitely, when I've been making my old fashions lately, I like using the walnut bitter, black walnut bitters. I like using that.
It's a bit nutty.
I have I have a cocoa bitter. It's also pretty good. Historias y Memorias Mezcal, Pasille Chile Liqueur, Lime, Strawberry, Jalapeno, Hibiscus Shrub, Agave. That sounds delicious.
Oh, that's not the old fashioned.
No, that is not
Okay.
the old fashioned.
Shoo.
No. Purple writing to red writing. Classic bitters, nice.
That is a
Well,
new
Angus
fashioned old fashioned.
That is
It's
yeah.
a newfangled old fashioned.
Made in a pretty standard cocktail glass. That sounds delicious. I'm assuming it was KGB. Was it delicious? You can tell
See,
us.
I've gone blurry.
You did go blurry there.
See, it happens.
There you go. It's because we don't have a drink
No,
out. Should I
that
get the
could be.
beverages
Yeah,
out? Let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's get to the beverages.
That also sounds like a lot of work and having a lot of special ingredients. Like I would like
Just
to
stuff
have
that was
something
sitting around the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Had to get rid of those things.
Then I had another drink that I always have at this location called the Queen of Crowns. Okay, I don't know what that is either. Hit us
Playing
up.
with the Queen of Crowns.
Pour your own drink. There's two of them.
I can do that.
Organic sparkle. We have
Oh,
like
gosh.
the other ones.
Okay.
Got a towel. I was ready for you.
Okay, good. Shook these up.
Like the Modern Family. Did you shake that Coke?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I did exactly what you would have done. I shook it. Okay, I shook it. And then he opens it. There's nothing. He's like,
Yeah.
damn it. It's, yeah, I love that one. Ooh, it's very pretty. I like it. I mean, I knew it was going to be this color because of the hibiscus, but
Organic sparkling rosé tea beverage.
drink comes with oh my gosh, with a burning of Palo Santo incense. Nice. And a tarot card reading. Ooh, what did it say? What did it say about your future? Was it something good? Don't tell me if it was bad. I don't want to know. Only if it was good things. Wealth, happiness, all that kind of stuff. What do we got calories on here? 20 calories, 1 can, 13% juice. This is 12 ounces, although it always shocks me a little bit.
It's the way
Because that cylinder can always makes me
Yeah.
think 8.5.
Yep.
even though it is taller. There's a lot of organic ingredients in here. My gosh.
USDA Organics got the seal right on there.
There you go.
Not 100% organic.
20 milligrams of sodium. No, it is
Can't
not.
be called that.
It is not. Organic white grape juice, organic white tea. I wonder what was organic sencha. Green tea is in here. Does that
Wow.
mean
Oh,
is
yeah.
there, is
Oh,
there-
you know what?
Is there caffeine?
Take a hit of that. You'll.
I smell that right away. Yeah. That is, yeah. Yeah, the sencha actually
Sencha
comes out.
gone.
Sencha really comes out right away. That
It's a
little
car
bit of a little swampy. Not like
Sencha gone.
nice. Oh God, what year was that? I'll go look for a list.
1982.
Okay. Was it actually 1982 or was,
Yes.
was it a bridge?
No, that song came out in 82.
Okay.
But you never know.
Straddling
Straddling the
gold
years.
cups surrounding the world tree. What does that mean? It says that you should look to the simpleness of childhood. Well, you're drinking alcohol. That makes sense. And that friends will come and go, and that older unions will come soon, and they will be good for you. Oh, for the drink itself. There we go. That sounds good. I like that. Also have my setup cable managed stuff by Saturday. Ooh, some cable management is always nice. Always love some good cable management. Still smells good though. Definitely the hibiscus comes through, but it's amazing that sencha really does come through in the aroma. I think I almost could have guessed that. I would have been like, there must be some green tea in here. Oh, there's pu'er tea in here as well.
Really?
I'm reading. Do you read your cans?
No.
Do you not memorize
No, I didn't
every
look at
single
this.
ingredient and everything
No, I
that
should've
comes in your
looked.
store? Okay. Sorbic acid, green tea.
I'm surprised.
The drink we're
Pu'er.
making later, I think I found the simplest version of it like ever.
And it is a.
I don't know if it'll be good.
It's a margarita. Right?
Is it
Or
so there?
margarita
So I
adjacent.
saw. So people are calling it an Italian margarita.
Oh, okay.
So it's margarita adjacent. It has most of the ingredients, but then they throw amaretto in there.
Okay.
But I saw a lot of the cocktails making it like they added in orange juice, which I thought almost seemed like too much. So I'm liking that I found this one first as the simpler version. So we'll see how it goes. Ghost VO, how's it going? Finally made it to an evening cast. What's up, Keith? Oi, Bev. Good to see you. Wonderful. Amethyst crystal infused Y&Y Sunday gin, Gifford peach liqueur, fennel seed liqueur, butterfly. Wow. Some good, complex, tasty stuff. Comes in a glass that probably amounts to 3 to 4 ounce drink. Man, that sounds really good though. That sounds super tasty. All right, I gotta have a sip. That's a good balance of everything.
The tea is definitely in there, but
Tea
not overwhelming.
No. Good balance of the tea. Fresh grape juice really kind of comes through, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. It's like very much dialed back enough where it just kind of helps to add a little bit of acidity almost to the rest of the earthiness of everything else that's in there. That's good.
I actually get the rose hips. Because I remember like when we'd get a fresh batch of rose hips.
Yeah, and they'd almost be like have like wetness, moisture.
Yes,
to them.
right. And
oh,
you get
yeah.
that. It was very distinct. And I
It had a
do
tartness
get
almost in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
I don't know
get
if I
a
got
bit of
that, but that was like always a joy whenever we got in like the fresh ingredients for the herbals and stuff like that. Oh my God, that was awesome.
I went to Arbuckle's website the other day just because I was asking you about if you've ever heard of certified mold-free coffee.
I have
And
not.
so I thought I
Mold-free
would.
coffee?
I didn't think so, but I just thought well. So I think it was Sunday. A guy was a customer was buying some filters.
You had me at herbals.
He was buying the cone filters that we sell, and the person who was ringing him up he has a ton of beverage knowledge, all kinds, beer, whiskey. He's somebody that also a lover of the Amaro that we have.
Oh, okay.
And he's traveled the world. He's tried lots of different things, but he said, I can't remember. I think he asked him how you brewed his coffee, and he just said, hey, he's like, just make sure you wet this filter. And the guy's like, oh, why do you do that? And he's like, well, it gets rid of some of the tastes and things. And I said, and also that it will heat the vessel, so there's not as much of a disparity between your, the vessel being cold and the water you pour in, it equalizes that. And then he's like, well, okay. He's like, you guys seem like you know a lot. He's like, do you ever?
Did he start quizzing you?
He's like, well, no. He's like, well, will you guys ever carry certified mold-free coffee? And both this guy and I, we were like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, there's this thing. He's like, I guess like Bulletproof does one. There's a, and I said mold free. I said, you know, we talked about.
I think
a little
I
bit,
know what that might be.
and I said that sounds kind of gimmicky to me, and like a way to maybe charge people some more money for things. And so I did a little research, and I meant to text you yesterday to have you do a little investigation on your own to see what you thought about that. But yeah, it's essentially, as long as your coffee is taken care of properly, you know, you're not going to develop. But it talks about like erythrotoxins and that mycotoxins, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I don't think, because I said. And then I said to the guy that I work with, I said, you're going to roast coffee upwards of 400 degrees. If something's going to survive in that, then it's probably going to get you.
Like the only time that they would get mold, and like said, Lucky, it's good to see you. All hail Superflex Keith.
Oh my gosh. I'm flexing beneath the table.
2-sided tape and tabs, custom cable ties and sleeves, Ethernet cables, a second search of about 8 hours of me laying on my back while mounted. That's the part that it's always like the daunting. When you're done with it though, you're going to feel so happy. Make sure you take a before and after picture. If you feel like it, put it in the Discord. That is always like the most fun, is finishing one of those projects. The only time like usually the mold happens is during part of the early drying process, when you're getting the coffee, like cherries themselves out of there. Cause
Right.
and then that's something you usually get in the taste, like you'll get in the taste, like we're at the cupping table, you can tell that something happened to it during that process where it got, you know, over ripened, you know, the cherry, or if as it was sitting there, the pulp was sitting in water and like something happened to it where then that could have grown on there. There's nothing that's going to hurt you, but the taste might be affected.
That it was just,
Is like,
you can do a whole,
I will do a little bit of a dive on that, but yeah, that
but
seems like kind of like, that's a marketing thing.
yeah, that certainly seemed that way to me. So, but it's, and the information seems somewhat limited, and yeah, not to me, certainly not necessary. But you know, if you have health concerns, of course, then maybe that's something that's worth it to have it, that it's certified mold free. But then it's also you know, it could be that they were talking about it being stored in burlap bags, and the beans can get wet, and the bags can get wet, and then mold can grow, and it's like, sure.
Oh yeah.
These things could happen, and
Soup is better than fupa. Great down, right? Mold free, lab tested. Most commercial coffee is ridden with microtoxins which can trigger chronic inflammation and other diseases. Fabula coffee is 100% mold free. Why are you letting your coffee sit like that? Like that's a joke. Sorry. Also, like acidity in coffee, a lot of the acidity in coffee is not like the acid flavor, but the acidity where people are talking about for their stomach. It's because of the way they're water quenching and doing other things too. Not to go off on a rant. It's their roast process. It's not the coffee itself. Sorry,
yeah.
we could go off. We could go off for
I was
quite
just
a
wondering
while.
if you never heard.
On
If
that
you're like,
stuff.
oh yeah, we've had discussions about that here, or oh yeah, that was a thing that was
that's the
becoming.
first,
You know, a few years ago when you were still at
It doesn't
Arbuckle,
even-
people were talking
No,
about that.
it doesn't even seem like there's very much. Like even when I search,
even
there's
went-
nothing here that's like super. It's not like we're seeing this whole list of like, wow, all these
Yeah.
giant coffee companies are. It's
Yeah.
like no, it's all the weird fringe
Yeah.
coffee companies you've never heard of before.
I went to. It used to be the SCAA, Specialty Coffee
Mhm.
Association, but now it's the SCA. I believe.
Oh, it took off an A.
I think they took off
Especially
an A.
Coffee Association of America. So now is it just Specialty Coffee Association?
The Dodgeball. No, wait. I
Yeah,
guess,
exactly.
Specialty Coffee Association. I guess that's maybe because they're being more inclusive of other countries. So it's just the specialty. I don't know. I didn't
Maybe.
read, but because when I
Our
typed in
budget went too
SCAA,
far down. We've got to include everybody
you gotta
else.
include
That's actually what it
everyone.
was.
Yes.
Mold free is one thing, but is it free range organic grass fed coffee? That is really the thing. That's what you have to look for. Lucky's 100% right. I'm glad he popped into chat.
I don't
That is
worry about
100%
that.
As accurate. Like I said, if my coffee is not off of just organic grains being supplemented into the soil, like, I mean, just why even drink? This is really good.
I like this.
This
Yeah.
might be my favorite of all of them.
One of my coworkers was talking about this because the customer was buying it, and she said she thought it was a good sipper. And I I guess that's not one I'm gulping, but I also don't know if I'm sipping either.
Well,
I could.
I don't
but
want
I'm
to
not
get-
looking at this. This is not my thirst quenching beverage.
No.
This might be a nice alternative for people who are maybe not drinking alcohol and want something a little fun and colorful and.
But say you
Flavor
wanted alcohol
complex.
in there, what would you put in there? I
If
could
you
see
wanted
some
alcohol-
alcohol working in here. Just because there's such an array of flavors. I'll take my coffee expertise from people who I actually trust. Yeah. I'll bring up those other websites for you. Mold is never an issue with Folger. You'd think it would be, but it's that.
The best part is waking up.
Yeah, there's Folgers in your cup.
Yeah, well, vodka would be but I think would be the obvious because it's just going to contribute a little bit of buzz, not necessarily flavor. But you could do gin in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely think. Yeah, I think this one might actually call. Yeah, one more, a little more citrusy kind of gin in there. I can almost see rum also.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that.
White rums. See, there we go. Maybe a tequila. Tequila we'll be having later. Vodka. It's so funny when I see a cocktail, like I said, is being made. Like I found a couple recipes where I'm seeing things like I'm like, oh, this looks good. They're building with some different flavors, and they're like vodka. I'm like, you added nothing with that.
I
That's
guess
so
that's
boring.
what I mean.
But that's
you
boring.
just add the alcohol.
Just drink the fruit juices then and stuff in there. Then I don't know. It's just
because some people are looking for an alcohol delivery system.
Didn't want to text while you in chat, so I DM'd you a better description of the car with an image. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Gin is such a fan. There are just so many great options for gin. I think I saw a couple jokes that I got the other day on TikTok, and it was funny, but also at the same time, it was based on the complete stereotype of like that gin only tastes like juniper and your mother's perfume and all that kind of stuff, which in hairspray.
Yeah.
And it's like that's like, yes, that is a style or not even style, but that is a shitty gin. Yes. Can easily smell like that, but there's such a range like with everything else. It's sad. Gotten a few floral indigo gins and they're great. Yeah, like so the Empress that we had, the Empress we loved quite a bit. There's another one that from them that I have not tried yet.
We have an Empress.
The
that's like
Magellan is
cucumber.
probably still one of my favorites.
Cucumber something gin.
Favorite as later drinks with mezcal. I like the little bit of like half shot of mezcal and a lot of different things. Just add that smokiness to your margarita. Take a little bit of
almost, if it was a mild smoky, that might be too much in there, I guess.
Mezcal is it is. It's another one that can be like dangerous where you got to make sure you're buying stuff that's not, and I'm not saying that you're not, like I said, but making sure you're buying things that are, quality, because you can very easily with mezcals, like I said, if you've had some lower tier stuff, they can either just be almost disgustingly smoky and like almost fake, or they can be a little bit almost like weirdly sweet with that smoky, which is also kind of odd, but. Wait, Poitin? Girl's poison.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
This girl is poison.
Now you know.
Would be a great in that water, a good high horsepower Irish moonshine. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that what it is?
Maybe that's
Irish
what-
moonshine?
Poutine.
I almost changed it to poutine, but I didn't.
So I'm not poutine it in my mouth. Poitin.
I do have a little bit of white rum left, but
Oh, the what was the force? No,
it was
was
from
the good
it
stuff.
was Foursquare, but it was
Yeah.
what is the? I can't remember that. I can picture the bottle, but I can't.
Yep. Poi Biricote.
I know that I can't do old fashions. I've had a number of
Probitas.
very well made old fashions, and I just can't drink it. It's really, so you don't like them even though you've had good ones. That's unfortunate.
Probitas?
What's that?
The rum was it?
Probitas. Yes,
Okay.
yes, you're correct.
Dear God, every once in a while,
Oh my
something
God, it's in there.
surfaces from
I
the
wasn't even close to getting it.
depths
So
of my brain.
what does that say about me?
Well, you've got a lot of different spirits that you've cataloged in there.
There's a Rolodex.
Yeah.
Rolodex of beverages and spirits and things.
Also in the Rolodex.
It's your significant other's favorite drink. That's all. I mean, it's just good. Like, I think what's more important is like if you're actually still good at making an old fashioned, and that then you can share that with them too, so they can appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, you can always use if I don't know if it's a proof or a flavor thing or whatever else. Like I said, I mean, I like an old fashions. I always like 100 proof, but like I said, you can definitely go less. So you could do a Maker's Mark like Flogan was using earlier, or just there's a lot of other good 80 proof. Whiskeys out there, like I said, that would be totally fine. That would bring enough flavor. You could use, I think we had talked at some point, like, I mean, I think a really smooth, pretty tasty one would be using the Woodford Reserve, the double oaked, something like that would be good.
Another one.
I know. We'll do one more.
Dude.
Inexplicable, whatever your name is. You've gotten booted. See, this one's October 2nd. This account was made. All right, we're not going
Oh, that's years ago. That was hours ago.
It used to be like, it was so much more interesting when I would ban these accounts, because usually some of them would be like 3 and 4 years old, and they'd be like, oh man, someone got their account like hacked or something.
Oh.
And then people started using it. So you kind of felt bad, but
I'm so surprised.
still have that. The one you got. Yeah. I that is still one of my favorites. And I think makes an excellent old fashioned, like I said, especially if you want to go on the little smoother side.
Pooh Air is in that. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit of the earthiness that's with the Sencha in there.
Yeah. No, I think that's great.
$1.99 like usual, I'm assuming. Oh, it's right there on the screen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay. Do they sell us in a 4-pack?
4-pack or individual cans. It's by the each if you prefer.
By the each. Okay.
Do you still keep a stock of the Sunday's Bloody Mary mix on hand? Or?
I have not in a little bit.
Okay.
I did. They are still 100% my favorite. I randomly made, what was that, like 3-4 months ago? I had you taste that, didn't I? When I actually made my own Bloody Mary mix.
Oh, I don't think I did.
Oh, it came out. Really
I think
good.
you're talking about.
I was very proud of it. Oh wow, I'm surprised I didn't save it. Yeah, I actually completely homemade. Like I made a recipe like almost completely from scratch. Like I looked up what was in it, and then it was like people were they would kind of give you the first couple ingredients, and then after that, because all the spices, like everything is like, well, whatever you want to do, you know. And so I made up a list. I was like, I wrote everything down, and I tried it, and then we did it. Yeah, because I had the horseradish in there, and like I said, Rachel was like, oh my god, this is really good.
Because that makes me think of a lot of ingredients in a Bloody Mary sandwich. I know, that's why we mixed up a gallon of it and keep it.
I was hoping she'd make vodka.
Yeah, I want to see her try and make vodka.
Wilfred Brimley with his. I got the probitis in my diabetes.
The girl that I work with just got back from a cruise. She took an Alaskan cruise, and she said she had her first Bloody Mary ever. And I said, first Bloody Mary on a cruise or first Bloody Mary? And she's like, no, I've never had a Bloody Mary before. And I said,
that is one of my.
I don't usually do vodka, but I said, that is the one time I would.
Oh yeah,
just have that because I guess she doesn't like.
You
sweet.
can make margarita though.
My good lord,
you can do that, which is also delicious. Oh my God, Jane, what are you doing? What are you doing? Jane Raid coming in. Thank you for dropping everybody off here. That is so kind. Hello, how are you, my friend?
Everybody, the train.
It is wonderful to see you. Hello, how are you? It is wonderful to see you. Thank you for the raid. That is absolutely fantastic.
Yikes. I'm overwhelmed right now. I have to leave.
Keith's going to have to go out.
I can't.
If you guys are not following Jane, you have made huge mistakes. I'm sure you are, though, but let's get those fixed right now. There is going to be a heart at the top of the screen. If it is purple, please turn it green. It is very, very simple. You click on that heart. It goes from Twitch purple to green, which I always think is strange because Twitch colors are purple. You'd think you'd want to go from green to purple.
Yeah.
But it's not. Purple to green. Everything is fixed. We'll look the other way. There's no problems.
Green means go.
Green means go.
Okay.
Green means you are good to go, as we would say. So yeah, please make sure you're following Jane. She is absolutely fantastic. We were talking about cocktails earlier, so thought this was perfect. Well, we're going to have a cocktail in a little bit. We're enjoying a little beverage right now. ! Beverage command in chat. Hi to everybody here. You can see all the different things that we are having. If you are new, this is what we do on Thursday evenings. Like I said, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are both...
overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed.
I'm also a little overwhelmed. Okay. That is very, very kind.
Thank you.
Like I said, we are here talking about beverages. We just started the evening off with this one right here, the Trader Joe's Organic Sparkling Rosé Tea Beverage. We've got a Shiraz that we're going to have, and then we've got a little riff on an Italian margarita, apparently, which I don't know if it really exists, but I saw a bunch of people with recipes, and I went with one that seemed very simple. That's what they're calling it. So it's basically a margarita with some amaretto and one other adjustment. So we will see. Most Thursdays-ish, guarding down exactly. Carnage, good to see you. Yes, I think we're all overwhelmed. Thank you so much for coming in. Again, if that heart has already left at the top of the screen, which we absolutely hate, let's go ahead here and put in a little link in chat. You can right click on this. You can open up a tab and hit the follow button and go see Jane. She is absolutely fantastic. One of the most wonderful people here on Twitch. And yeah, someone you should definitely be going to see. Did you say a marg with amaretto? Yes. So I am often finding recipes here and there and everywhere across the internet, sometimes on TikTok, something that's coming across my feed. And I saw this one come across. It was an Italian margarita. It's pretty much a margarita. It does not have the agave nectar. So this is what's going to be interesting. I've seen multiple recipes with this. Some of them have orange juice in them, lime juice, tequila, and then the amaretto and like everything else. This one takes out the agave nectar and then has lime juice, amaretto, tequila, and Cointreau. So you still have the orange. So I'm hoping there's enough sweetness from the other things. Yeah, it's still an ounce and a half of tequila. Like I said, we'll get to this kind of at the end of the show, but it's still an ounce and a half of tequila, half an ounce of Cointreau, an ounce of lime juice. I think it might be an ounce of amaretto. I made one earlier in the week and I put the agave nectar in it, but I don't think it needed. Like I don't know. We're going to make it exactly how they said, and we'll kind of evaluate that.
Of Tahitian vanilla.
Of Tahitian vanilla.
Oh,
right?
no, that's Fraser.
Just a touch, just a little bit. I'll have a Shiraz. Just feel like the nuttiness of the amaretto would be too different. The amaretto we've usually been using is the Disaronno, which we've been using quite a bit.
Kind of
since,
almondy cherry.
It's a little more toward the cherry side.
Yeah.
It's not as much nutty.
Yeah.
So at least in this regard, depends on like the amaretto that you would wind up getting. I've been enjoying it. I've been putting that a lot into Manhattans lately. I've
Really?
Put that, yeah.
A little dash of amaretto?
Mhm. Yeah, I'll take out like, and not a lot, but I'll take out like a half ounce of the bourbon that I'm using, and I'll throw that in there, like I said, the rye whiskey with that spice, and then just that little bit of sweet and just a little bit of something extra. So I've been throwing that in the Manhattans. Also in the whiskey sour has been kind of doing more of that like amaretto whiskey sour kind of vibe. So I've been throwing that in there as well. So I like Disaronno with whiskey. Yeah, like I said, but tequila, we may hate it.
Yeah,
We may hate it. We may not like, just because we have it on the show, it's usually we're trying it most of the time for the first time ourselves.
Yeah.
So
well, like
again,
that one, what was the drink? Because we have a special amaretto benefactor, right?
yeah,
and that's how-
Plenty keeps us supplied in
And
amaretto.
that's how we tried that first, which was basically an amaretto sour, right?
Right, which we had
that was really good.
which we wound up doing too, didn't we? We did the classic amaretto sour,
Yeah.
then we did one that was kind of like amaretto and whiskey together,
Yeah.
which I liked better. I think you liked the amaretto one better.
I think it was a little easier drinking. I remember the second one being a little more complex, sipperish.
Yeah.
But yeah, very good. But
That sour mix that I made, that was also his recipe, was fantastic too, because that was like orange juice and lime juice, fresh lime juice, orange juice, lemon juice, and then the simple syrup. Like that was, I would just drank that myself. But yeah, thank you guys all for coming in.
Bucket and a straw.
Yeah, just get a straw in there. Just I'm going to town. It's all fine. But yeah, like I said, so yeah, most of the things that we have on the podcast, which shockingly, since all the wonderful people came in, we have to do where is it? Wait, there it is. Shameless plug. You've got to do that here too. Shockingly, we do have a YouTube, a Twitter, TikTok, all that kind of stuff. You can find beverage review things, gameplay stuff, all those things. I also stream Monday through Friday, doing the video game stuff. I've been playing through BioShock 2. There was a second one, so we had to play through that one as well. So lots of different things. But yeah, this is our Thursday night fun that we've been doing for over 10 years, almost 15 years now, technically. I mean, a little on and off here and there, but the very first episode happened 15 years ago,
2009,
podcast-wise.
Yeah.
So,
But not live.
not live, no.
Yeah, the live
You would not have wanted to
been
see me
happening
15 years
for
ago.
6 years now.
It was a mess.
2018, I think, is when we resumed, and you were like, "I think I found it.
I think
I found what we're looking for. We can be live. We can have that instant feedback that we were looking." And yes, so that's what I've been doing that since.
Our previous instant feedback was through emails when we were podcasting,
Yeah.
hoping that someone would comment or
Someone
send
will
an
watch,
email.
and we did. We got some.
We did get a few. That's how we started. We used to drop knowledge. I thought about that drop the other day. We should bring that back.
Dropping some knowledge.
We could have done anytime coffee.
We could
comes
have
up.
had, and we could have had the
knowledge
mold. We could have done a little mold.
Oh God.
Story, little expose on
On the mold coffee industry.
coffee industry. I don't know. We don't want to piss somebody off, but it does seem like a way to make a few extra bucks.
It does. But this is actually really good. This is pretty tasty. Goblin, how's it going? Good to see you. But again, thank you to everybody coming in. Appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Yeah. This is pretty tasty. So we've got a wine as well that we're going to have next. Now, how did you literally just pull this out of a hat? Like, what did you?
We have had this for a little bit at the store. It's sold pretty well. I won't tell you the price of it.
Okay.
Trader Joe's, you probably have an idea of where it could be, but also I told you I was willing to go up to $18.
You did give me a little bit of a range
Maybe I
there.
did go up to $18.
I don't know.
Who knows? But that's how high I was willing to go up. But it's been, Australian Shirazes always kind of are something we're interested in. I wasn't really interested in red wine during the summer, even though it kind of still is the summer here. It's always red wine season in the tasting
here
room, as
today.
we say.
Still, we're in Southern Arizona for everybody new here in the chat.
That could be a shirt too. It's always red wine season.
That's not bad.
A little wine
We
glass.
still have to, I think I thought of the shirt. I probably shouldn't expose. Maybe he's not even here. I think I thought of what the shirt for Mitch could be for the Flex shirt.
Oh.
You want to know what it is?
It's not going to. Oh, the other one was a one of a kind.
Yeah, it's a one of a kind.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
So that's why we got to. That's why there only could be so many people doing these.
Okay.
So I think the other one. So I think we go since it's the second one. It's 2 Keith Flexes, but it's like the Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers, the 2 fists coming together.
Oh, or the that okay
From Predator, where
not
they do
the not the punch.
No, not the
When they're-
punch.
okay.
No.
All right. Oh yeah, when they're trying to out like muscle each other.
Yeah,
and Predator.
I think that's what it might be. I think
Okay.
that might work. Don't tell Mitch. If anyone's here that knows Mitch, don't tell him. That might be the shirt he's getting.
We had on.
But I think that would be fun. Even if I make it just really cheesy and just flip the other one over and just overlap them. I think that would be funny for the 2.
No,
Then we
that's
just
a
have
good
to keep thinking how to do all these arms. Like when it gets to the 3rd and 4th one, it's like, oh God.
it's not going to. The third and fourth
I
is
had
yours.
someone the other day, I think Mel in chat was like, I'm at 500,000. And
Lord.
someone else was like, I'm 75,000 away. I was like, you got to settle down.
Slow your roll.
Keith only has so much energy to flex.
That's right. I only have one flex a year.
Maybe that's what we have to do. Maybe for the second flex, you and I should both maybe
Yeah.
we should do the Arnold Schwarzenegger car, and then everyone could see how dominant you are. I mean, your arm
Right.
strength.
No, you spent a lot of time doing this, so you're gonna.
That's true. That's my hands, though.
Yeah.
I don't. There's,
You'll squeeze my hand so tight. I'll submit.
I should get like the what is it, the like the grip strength things. I should just have one of those, and that should be
Oh,
the
yeah.
new emote.
Oh,
It's
there you
just
go.
Someone flexing. We should get an animated emote of your flex.
We were watching the first Terminator the other day.
Oh, that's a good one though.
Still good. It's funny though. He talks about no, that's way in the future, 40 years. I'm like, wait, this movie was 40 years old.
I
It's
know.
now.
They've had a bunch of stuff where, like, I think when they talk about when certain Judgment Day things, they're like, actually today is Judgment Day. Like, and you look back in like Terminator 2 and it's like 1990s or whatever it was,
Yeah.
like the year and stuff. So hoping that someone would show up and comment live, and then Lucky showed up and never left, like feeding a stray dog. But you know what? Stray dogs make you very happy. Make you very, very happy. Should we go switch out some glasses? Take a quick little break, go get some wine?
Pop the cork.
Does that sound like a good idea?
Or maybe we'll do that live. Yes.
We could pop the cork.
Definitely
Yeah, let's pop
sounds
the
like a
cork
good
live.
idea.
That's always exciting, where I might almost spill things on the keyboard. That makes for an additional bit of fun, I think. I believe.
Potential damage to the hardware.
That's what
There
chat
we go.
wants. That's what they want. All right. We will be right back. Stream Beats Lo-Fi little chill playlist going on right there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Jane, once again, thank you for the absolutely fantastic raid. Welcome everyone in. Time for some wine.
Get a glass.
It's finally nice and cool outside. October is. I see all these people. It's, and again, this is a Southern Arizona problem. I see all these people talking. They're like, "Oh, it's autumn. Oh, it's chili season. It's this and that." I'm like, "You out of your damn minds? It's 105 degrees outside."
I did make chili a couple of weeks ago, and that was that week when it actually we did have some nice evenings and
The
mornings.
evenings are a little better. It's in the high 70s.
That was 2 weeks ago. This last week and this week have not been
It's just
good, but I guess at least it's not a terrible hurricane and water issues. So
It was 50 degrees outside this morning, but I heard it's supposed to be like in the 90s this weekend for you too, though, Lucky. Like when you're at the game and stuff. Maybe like I said, I think that's what Paco was
when
saying.
Lucky's at
so.
the game. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Lucky's going to the Nebraska Rutgers.
Oh, a little college football.
And I hear Rutgers, I think, is I think they're undefeated.
I know Illinois beat Nebraska a couple of weeks ago.
Illinois beat Nebraska. What?
Yeah, I know.
No way. Oh, I forgot to hit the
Yes.
button. There we go. There's the
Couple
featured
weeks ago.
beverage.
Yeah, there
Hidden
it
Hill
is.
Estate 2021 Shiraz.
I wanted to bring. We have
beat
a.
him in curling. Yeah, they probably did.
I wanted to bring this. We had a Cab Franc, something a little bit different from California, but we only had 3 bottles left, and you can't order it anymore. So I was like, well, that's not. I don't want to. I mean,
Is this a year round? Is this one a specialty?
well, we've had this one for several months now. I don't know if it's a year round, but at least it's still available.
It's quarterly.
Yeah.
Ooh, good pop. 2021, we've had this one. You brought it over. It was lightly chilled, and we've had it sitting out for the last half hour
Yeah.
or so or whatever. So
Yeah, that should be about cellar temp, I would think. Maybe a little warmer, but
is from the famous McLaren Vale, which is in Australia, correct? They are kind of
Yes.
known for their Shiraz.
yeah, just after I learned how to pronounce Barossa. I had to go and get something from another area of Australia.
I know. We just got
Does
that one down.
Whoever that person was, do they still pop
I haven't
in?
seen them in a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, we had a lot of Australia information. If anyone here that just came in the raid is from Australia, you're more than welcome to talk about the lovely areas, the premium estate growing regions. I looked for a better link. The one that I always try and find good links directly to the website of anything that we're trying. Like I said, sometimes Trader Joe's can be a little more difficult if it's not featured.
Yeah.
Like I said, when we have a cocktail, I actually linked the recipe I have there. Like I said, if you don't have TikTok or whatever, I linked directly to that because it was just this person's page. They didn't look like they had a website or anything. Like when we've done stuff from the Educated Barfly, who I like to follow. If you guys are following him on TikTok, he's great. He also has a website. There's a lot of kind of history along with the cocktail if you're into that sort of thing. But anyway, so I linked to that there. This one was really close. There was another website that was Hidden Hills with an S estate, but the logo looked a little like it didn't seem to quite match up. Like some things did, like, so I didn't feel confident saying it was them. And also their website had a couple of 404 error not found things. So I was like, I guess we'll just go with,
we'll just let you know it's out there.
let you know it's out
Probably
there.
available at a Trader Joe's near you, and
Possibly
maybe other
somewhere
places.
else. Yeah, maybe other places is also true. But yeah, Shiraz is definitely one of my favorite of the reds. The Shiraz, the Malbec.
I am excited that it's
Cab.
red wine season again. I've been enjoying my white wines a lot
I want
this summer.
stew,
But
and I want more red wine. Like to be, and like I'll drink like the same thing. I'll drink stouts, year round or whatever. But I feel even more excited for them when there is a little bit of a chill, a nip in the air, as they say. I want just a little bit of that, little something,
a little something, something.
Definitely dark, very very dark in color.
Very hot. Oh wait, no.
Yeah. I'm boiling a roast. How hot and wet do you like it? Very hot and very wet. Long Woos, didn't they go out of business 5 years ago? Has it been that long? It just falls over. I know Baker always liked that that part of that scene, is the look on his face as he just collapsed.
I haven't seen anything from Baker yet today.
Baker would be coming back from an appointment, so was going to miss the first little bit.
Right.
I was very upset about that.
Catch up.
Yeah.
You'll be able to watch it. Well, I don't know how soon this goes up, but
Monday. Yeah.
Monday.
Actually,
Okay.
That's a wonderful lead-in right there.
Right,
If
there we
anybody
go.
has missed any of the podcast or wants to see any of the other stuff we've done, like I said, YouTube, that's why we linked to it earlier. YouTube, you can find all of them. Anything we do on Thursday goes up the following Monday, usually around noon. You can watch any of our old stuff there.
get some,
And if you haven't seen it, it's new to you, as we like
maybe
to say.
some black raspberry or raspberry in there.
Black currant in there too.
Yep.
Definitely the darker fruits, black raspberry. I almost get a little cocoa in there, like a little chocolate.
Ooh, mocha cocoa.
A little bit.
Oh.
I think there's a little. Yeah.
I was listening
little chocolate,
to
maybe a little earth, like maybe a little. That's a really nice nose. That's great.
Laura Linney on the Smartless podcast.
I saw that one just
Yeah.
dropped. Was that the last couple days?
Yeah, I think it was Monday. It was available, and I was thinking, I don't know why I always have that in my head from the Truman Show. Mocha Cocoa.
I think I've maybe seen
have
that
a
movie
nice
like
hot
one
cup.
time.
It's
Youngblood, how's it going? Good
kinda
to see you. Any
cool,
drinkers in
actually.
chat?
It's like the first, like reality television show. Or maybe not the first, but at least that kind of brought that at least into more mainstream. And it's a movie about that, but still,
Right.
cool concept.
Ed Harris is in that too, right? Ed
Yep.
Harris, Jim Carrey. He almost said Jimmy Carrey.
Jimmy Carrey, Eddie Harris, Jimmy Carrey.
It was Jimmy Carter's birthday on Tuesday. 100 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. All right.
Carnage, don't say that when I'm taking a drink. He's almost as old as Prone. Poor Prone. Accurate, though. Wait, I think Prone's younger than I am, so I don't know if we should talk like that. Lost a lot of people, though, in the last week.
Yeah. Chris Christopherson,
Yep,
John Amos,
yep.
guy who played Taggart, Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, yeah. Pete Rose.
Pete Rose, yeah.
What's the famous actor, the actress? What was her name?
Oh, Maggie Smith.
Thank you, Maggie Smith. I
Yeah.
kept wanting to say, I was like, I couldn't remember the first name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maggie Smith. Yeah, it was a lot.
She was in Murder by Death.
She
think
was,
Of her.
yeah.
That's, I mean, obviously.
I want my Dickie.
Yeah.
I mean, my husband.
Obviously, from.
Don't ask.
Yeah. I told you not to ask me.
My God, man, you're close. I told you.
Oh, that's right. Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, Dikembe Mutombo, too. He was
That's-
58.
Yeah. That hits a little too close to home.
Not in my house.
Not in my house. Yeah.
And Grim Death said, no, in my house. Sorry.
In
You're
my
coming to my house.
That's right. Ooh, the glass disappeared.
Yeah, that was all of a sudden it was between Friday and like Monday or Tuesday when, like I said, everyone in chat, we were talking about stuff and these were coming up. I was like, and someone said Pete, I was like, oh, Pete Rose passed away. I was like, that's why I was getting all these clips all of a sudden of Pete Rose talking baseball. I thought he was up for the Hall of Fame again. So I was a little confused. Us Crew, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a lot. I mean, usually comes in 3s, but not 6s. Or 9s. It's good. I was wanting for a little more, I think.
Wanting more
I was
sweet.
wanting a little more sweet.
Yeah.
No. It's weird because I get more like ripe Bing cherry kind of thing and like a tart kind of cherry in the middle of my tongue. And then there's a little bit of the chocolate, but then it's kind of dry. It's a little like, not quite tannic, but it's a little bit dry. That goes away fairly quick, but it's like more a little bright fruit and kind of then like maybe a little wood or something, like a little oak, and then it's just kind of gone. Like I wish it had more of the richness that I'm getting there. Like I said, the aroma is that, like all the things we mentioned, the darker fruit, the black raspberry and black currant and all those kinds of things. I don't quite get as much of that in there.
I get
And the body seems a little thinner than I thought it was going to be too. Not like it's still medium body, but I thought it was. I almost by the aroma, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be chewy." Like
I'm
jammy.
actually pleasantly surprised by it, but
Okay.
maybe it not. Yeah, I hadn't actually. It's something normally I'm like, okay, I want the body. I hadn't even thought about it until I took a sip. It does go more toward like the cherry to me, and also like cocoa powder.
Yeah,
which makes it a little drier and
that could be where
acrid. I think is the word. It's it's not quite as smooth. It's not bad. I do agree. It didn't quite, as we've said, deliver on the promise of the aroma. But
I think that's what happens a lot too, and I think that's why. Like I think Trader Joe's does such a good job with where you can tell that this is, whatever this. Well, like I said, we kind of keep seeing the price. I'm assuming it was around $7, $8,
$6, $5.99.
Okay, wow, that's. And that's where you can tell the difference where the price goes. Like, so when you can find a wine that's sub $10 and you get everything, you're like, oh my gosh. Cause usually that's what you're sacrificing. I feel in general in the price of a wine is like, you're going to get one or the other. You get like, oh, this aroma is really good or those kind of things. Or you get like you kind of get one or the other. And that, because if it was both of those things, that's when it would be $20, $30. Like that's when the price would go up depending on the varietal.
It'll be
and we've
interesting.
definitely found things that have had both at Trader Joe's, but I think they do a good job of that. I think they do a good job with the things that they bring in. The lows aren't as low as you would get at that price value, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like you're like, oh, this aroma is really good. Okay, like for me, like, oh, the taste on this, I wish this had been better, but this is still good.
Yeah.
So, Paco, how's it going? Good to see
Hi,
you.
Paco.
Good evening, Paco.
It's possible that this sits a little bit, because I did notice the alcohol is 14.5. Doesn't really. I noticed it more in the aroma than the taste. The little bit of heat, but nothing. That I really even thought was.
I honestly didn't even think about that. I'm surprised it's 14.5.
And
maybe the body's a little better than I was giving it credit for.
As this sits, it might open up a little bit more. We can certainly revisit it a little bit later. And we will revisit it a little bit later.
Happy birthday, Paco. Actually got to make it before the very end. You did. We've got another drink after this too. We've got more time. Baker, how's it going?
We were just talking
about you. Good to see you, Baker, as always. Good to see everybody here in chat. Thank you for being here. Yeah, this might, like I said, this will be interesting to have this kind of sit a little bit
more of that.
Do you want a little more?
Yeah, just a little bit. So that there's some to return to. Return to me.
Return to sender.
That too. We started.
What did you say about me? I had told Keith that you were going to be late.
Yeah, I said we hadn't heard from you yet.
Oh.
I was concerned.
Addie fell at school and I had to go get her and Craig early. Thankfully, she was okay, it seems, but better to be safe than sorry. Oh, of course. Always got to make sure your kids, like I said, when they fall, that is always got to make sure they're okay. I'm sorry that you fell.
We started watching Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, I was going to ask about that. Okay.
Season 4.
How far are you in?
2.
All right.
Have you?
No, we have not yet. How
Okay.
is it so far?
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maintaining quality, I guess is the way to say it.
Tweaked a little bit, but
Because now it's like a movie's happening, right? They're making a movie.
Supposedly, yeah.
So it's like
that's kinda
Zach
funny.
Galifianakis is playing.
It's playing a Martin Short.
It's playing Martin Short.
And
Okay.
Ava Longoria is going to be playing.
So
so
much
they-
older woman.
Well,
they have,
because
like-
because they said that didn't play that you're hanging out with these 2 older guys. So they.
That's pretty good.
So and Eugene Levy is Steve Martin.
That's kind of funny. Okay.
actually. But that was just in the first episode. There wasn't really any of that in the second episode. So
Oh, okay. Because now they're figuring out the murder of his stunt double.
yes,
Okay.
Jane
So that's
Lynch.
Jane Lynch. Okay. Are
Saz.
all the episodes out? Like, can you watch all of them right now? Is
I
it one of
think
those?
so, but
Okay.
I'm not,
Is it 8 or 10?
I don't know. But actually, you're right. That is
I
one,
don't know.
That is one that usually would release weekly. But we
Is it?
started
Okay.
later, so I know we watched a couple of them, so I don't know
Okay.
how far along that is. But
Did you make the cocktail yet? We have not. We're having the wine right now. We
we're
did
having
not
some
make the
wine right
cocktail.
now.
We're having wine right now. There is the full beverage list
More
for everybody
wine.
once again in chat.
Don't tell us.
I want to start watching Penguin or whatever like I said, it's the spinoff
yeah.
from the Batman movie. I want to start watching that. I've
with
been
the
seeing-
mother from How I Met Your Mother.
I know. I like her a lot, even though they ruined it. The more I see her, anytime I see her, all I think is, God damn it. I also think, I can't believe they found someone that everything's personal, obviously. Some would be like, she didn't fit. For me, the person they found to play that character, I was like, I did not think they could find someone that would make me care who this person was after all these years. Like, and I've said that before. And I think that's what makes it more like frustrating, because if they were just like, oh, that's who they picked. Okay, she's fine. Like, whatever. But there was something about her that I was just like, oh God, I really like, oh my God, wow. I can't believe they found the person that fits all of this buildup. And then they're like, yeah, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. It's like, okay.
Ted waited all this time.
Yeah. And then it just came back to, oh, it's Robin. Okay. I still have never seen the episode where they retconned and fixed that. Like, I think you can see it on it's like on the DVD set or something like that.
No, I haven't
They
seen
redid
either.
that whole thing. I've trained my dog to bring me a glass of red wine. It's a Bordeaux Collie.
Bordeaux
Where
Collie.
is it?
Very well done. Very well done.
That's actually pretty good. Funny you say that, though. I just saw a video the other day of a guy trained his dog to get him a beer. He's like, oh, give me a beer. It looks like it's like not a German Shepherd, like what are the ones that are like in like the Omen and stuff like that? The Doberman. It looks like a Doberman or something like that, like the Hounds from Hell.
So it's that okay? Because there's a movie
Called the Doberman.
from 2014 where the guy's like,
called
look,
Hounds from
I trained him, and so I don't know if it's probably not that, but
I don't know.
It's
Was
called
it a Doberman as well?
I don't know what kind of a dog.
He
it
says
is.
like
It's
a
big
they've got
dog.
trained, and the dog runs over, and he's got like a rope that's tied onto the fridge. The dog goes
Okay.
over and pulls the rope on the fridge so it opens.
Okay, no,
and he
this
reaches and
isn't
brings
that.
it over, and I
Okay.
think he must like puncture the can a little bit because he bring it over and he kind of like has to
Okay.
crap, but it's funny.
It's,
Aw, Dobie's just, I think they actually are kind of cute. Like I said, I think so overall. I heard on Fresh Air NPR about a new show on Netflix with Kristen Bell. Yeah, and the writer producer of Modern Family had a very impressive cast. Sounded very. Yeah, I've actually wanted to
I
watch
just saw
that.
a clip. Yeah, because I even said to Pocket, I said, "Is that Kristen Bell?"
Yeah, I forget what it's. I've seen her doing some press junket stuff for that. Yeah, I'd like to see that as well. That sounds interesting.
Is it the good Veronica Mars plays? Wait, no. What
No,
she is?
yeah,
What was
no,
her?
I forget what the actual name of the show is, but yeah, I've been wanting to, like I said, that was another one I kind of wanted to look at. We've watched a little bit of the Agatha Altogether, which is the spinoff of the
Catherine Hahn, right?
yes, yeah, which has been, I think we're 3 episodes in. I don't think we've watched the 4th one yet.
Is that Disney though?
It is Disney. It's good
The
though.
Disney family.
It's good. Yeah, it is the Disney family of products. I don't get Netflix. It's good. Like I said, I don't know. Like, can you get that through your provider? Perhaps. Sometimes you get that stuff for free or very cheap.
They have that. There are things we'd have to switch, and
that's
ultimately
fine.
when we go for, we're all eligible for new phones next year.
Oh, okay.
So when we do that, maybe we'll look into that. Who knows?
Need new series to binge. What kind of stuff do you usually? What have you been watching lately?
You watch
Mod
Emily in
Sherpa?
Paris.
What's that?
We watch Emily in Paris.
What's
we watched
that?
it though. It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. What is it about?
It's like 10 episodes. It's Emily and she goes to Paris.
Oh, okay. How's Paris these days?
It's kind of cool watching
Is that
it,
just
especially
because
since-
you've been to Paris and want to
No,
go back?
we watched it before then. It's kind of cool actually this season watching it because then also she has she goes to Rome actually then too.
Oh.
We're like we were there, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, my phone plan includes Hulu.
I have
Yes.
Disney through my phone plan. Yeah, includes Hulu.
Yes.
Something like we didn't ask for this. The name. Oh yeah, it is like we didn't ask for this. Taco, how's it going? It is wonderful to see you.
We've got
Bevin
Taco
Bros.
and a Paco.
Taco and Paco.
Okay.
We're gonna get all these people together at some point. We're gonna have we should have a About Beverages meetup or something here. Telling you. Pretty much all I use to watch TV. Pluto TV has a lot of junk TV I can just throw on. Oh, that's always nice. You need that sometimes. Like that's the only thing I probably good and bad. I definitely have gotten better not having cable because I really don't watch as much television because then it's like okay, I'm gonna sit down to watch this thing. I don't just turn it on, just like sit there. But I guess that turns into TikTok and everything else, I suppose. She's a birthday girl. Don't get us confused. Oh my gosh, man. Everybody laying it out there. You met up with Taco 3 weeks ago? Oh my gosh, you're the lucky one here in chat then. We have to convince Cornboy to get on a plane. Oh, we do. I thought he's maybe getting on a plane in December. We might actually get to meet Lucky this year. Stream out as a true joy to kick it with. Oh, I bet.
Guardian truly stumped on a quote, or is that we being set up?
I'm stumped on a quote for a movie or show that you might know where it's from. Depends. We'll try it. You've met Paco and Lucky too. That's true. You have.
Man.
That's true. I know. Everyone gets to meet.
Oh, is Lucky Corn Boy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Corn Boy.
Yep. Airports are terrifying. Tacos is amazing in person as online. I mean, I would suspect that. I would think in person even more amazing. He lives in a corn maze. It feels like that would be accurate. I've met no one. I'm not a real person, just a bot. Carnage, if you could talk to the other bots that keep coming in the channel lately, and maybe take care of that, that would be nice.
At least it's only been 2 so far.
It's true. I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, no.
Shouldn't have said anything.
It's
funny. They attempted all their stuff before the big raid came in, so they got the least amount of opportunity.
Yeah.
Now is when they should come in. Should make their move.
Oh, they're listening.
They're indeed amazing. Agreed. Come visit. We're all coming to visit. That would be fun. Just take like a 2-week trip just across the entire country. Just meet all these
Well,
people.
you've taught. Isn't there something at somebody's
that's
barn or
that's
something?
somebody's barn. It's at Prone's barn. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Oh, so
that's
it's
true. Yeah, that's where
old man Prone.
That's old man Prone. Yeah,
Okay.
who's I think like 4 years younger than I am. But he does have a full beard, which I think that I keep a little bit of the baby face going on, so I think that's why I don't.
Although I've had a few pictures pop up lately, and you've got the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be the thing instead of the Keith Flex. It should be like I have to grow a beard for like 3 months or something like that.
There you go. Yeah. Wow.
Well, you got to commit to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I get I mean, you see how quickly I grow hair. Like it would. Yeah, yeah. I can't do the.
I still love
the
that.
SpongeBob and just yeah. What was that? What's his name's character?
Dennis. I think.
Dennis. Yeah. Seems one actor saying should hide in Springfield. The other actor says, but which one? And the other one says exactly. Oh, does that sound familiar? Should hide in Springfield. The other says which one, and the other one says exactly. It doesn't sound.
It almost
familiar.
sounds like a Simpsons or something.
It does.
Did they never actually say
Instant
where
redeem for the
they're
beard
at?
growth? Maybe we swap that one out next time for like I said, for the flex instead. We still have to. We're paying,
flexing the
pay up
facial
on-
hair?
We got to pay up on Mitch's there. We could have it'd have to be like weekly growth pictures.
Oh yeah, there you go. And we're
Weekly
talking about
update.
facial hair.
Yeah, please.
Facial.
Yeah, exactly. That other stuff's on OnlyFans. Please,
That's right.
come on. Can't get that. Can't get that for free. Easy. You wouldn't want it anyway. All right. What do you think? As it's been sitting there, I have like 3 channel points. Like George and the Chinese hair cream. Yeah. What stinks? It's like because he puts it on like those 2 little spots.
He's an amazing man, Zenzao. He really cares. Yeah.
I've seen it, but it does sound familiar. Did you try literally just typing that into Google? Did it come up with something?
It might make you a mermaid in a fishbowl.
Yeah. Oh God, I wish I had that picture to show. Like I have it, but
I'll
it's
be
on the other
back.
computer. I have 240,000. I got your back. See, look at that. See, people are saving. Wait, what was it? Oh yeah. Hide in Springfield. Which one? Let's see how vague we can be if it figures it out. What's your favorite moment involving dodging? We'll never tell you which state it is in, so Springfield can't exist. Enter a quote. The movie will show up online. Only 300,000. 13 going on 30? Simpsons 10 most painfully relatable Mo quotes?
Mo.
Is it a Mo quote?
Mo.
I don't see anything.
Hello, St. Louis.
Man, I don't know what that. Yeah. Stephen, we're in Springfield. Heck you, corn boy. Oh my gosh. We can combine the point combinations. That would be funny. I wonder how you do. Oh, because you could. Oh, okay. So what you could do, but you only can put. Is there a limit on, because you can set stream goals that people can use their points for, where everybody can contribute to like something where you could say, oh, if you put in 1 million points, I'll blah, 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 whatever that might be. You know, how we talked about making Emergency and a Bud Light together or something, like something weird. Like you can do stuff like, but I think there's usually a max you can put per day. Start a Gamba and rig it.
I had the iced oatmeal baked whole. Yeah, those are kind of the I can't think of it. The Cliff Bar knockoffs, I think, or Trader Joe's versions of them. I believe I have. Yes.
Did you like them?
Yeah, they're
my
good.
3 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Which limits how many each person can donate toward those goals.
The Cliff Bar kids.
It's like a daily.
Yeah.
It's like per stream though. It's like 2,000 per stream. Does that sound right, Mod Sherpa? If you love Trader Joe's, you can go say hi to Keith at Trader Joe's.
Well, you have to be here in Southern Arizona.
Oh, that's true.
And pick the right one.
Oh, that's true.
One
oh
out
my
of 4.
gosh, that'd be a fun little hunt down.
Soon to be 1 out of 5. There's a new one.
Oh, they're opening a new one?
Yeah,
Where's it going to be?
one going, I think it's like Broadway and Campbell area.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. I know. I guess they've been looking for a place out here, but haven't found it yet. But there might be another one coming as well. So
what if they brought one to Marana?
They're hiring all kinds of mates to lead the stores, the leaders of the future.
Oh, the leaders of the future?
Yes.
Are you taking it on?
Oh God, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm
you're like
a leader in the past.
You're like, oh, I'm on my way out.
I'm a supporter.
I'm ready to.
I'm an aging supporter.
I'm ready to close out.
That's right.
I'm ready to go down to part time.
No.
Browsing the site to see if there's anything I should bring Lucky and that I can take to feeding therapy in 2 weeks. Oh, okay, gotcha. Feeding therapist loves Trader. You've talked about that, yeah. That she gets a lot of stuff, or they get a lot of stuff from
Hotter than the devil's crotch.
Wow. Oh my God.
I know.
Up in Seattle, so I might go to a local Trader Joe's. Jesus, that's the only time I leave the house. So you choose Arizona. Exactly. Yeah, you probably want to wait then where it's not. It was still 105 degrees today. It's in the 70s in the evening, so just, Trader Joe's open until 9, right?
Yeah.
So if you get there at like 8:30, it might be like in the 80s.
Yeah. And our store will be dead. You'd have almost the whole run to yourself.
Is that the time to go? What is the best time to go to? You don't have to say where you're at, but like at your store, like what is the best time to go?
Right when we open.
Oh,
that's
my
quiet choice. Yeah. And I haven't worked a night shift in a long time, but it used to be like after 6 or 7.
Okay.
It mellows out. But then after 6 or 7, we don't have as many people on registers. So if everybody shows up, then you could be waiting a little bit longer. So the morning is usually
morning is the best time. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. We make a cocktail?
I am so looking forward to this Italian margarita.
I am too. I am interested to see if it is going to be sweet enough without it having
sweet
the
enough
agave nectar. And then, like I said, some people, we'll talk about all the different riffs. Like I said, we kind of talked about them already, but we'll talk about them again. All the different variations I have seen.
Lucky, come to Arizona.
If I came to Arizona, I want to get to Trader Joe's and see Keith in action live. You could. I would take you there.
Live action
Lucky, we would have good times. I'm telling you. Sonic 2020. Oh, was that line in Sonic 2020? Did you find it? Did you figure it out? Did you discover it? Okay. I forgot. Did your opinions on that at all?
Not yet. I don't think it's opened up enough yet. I don't know. How about you?
Not quite. It's less. It's definitely it's less dry.
Yeah.
As it's kind of opened up a little
it's
bit.
Still good.
I think it's smoothed out a little bit. The Bing Cherry kind of note is not quite as much of a pop. It's leveled out a little bit, which I like, because then it kind of feels like it's more toward the earthiness. But
Yeah.
overall, it's just a very mild, solid Shiraz flavor. The aroma outkicks its coverage, as they say.
Yeah.
Like I said, does a lot better. But yeah, like I said, it's
Good for a
I think
$6
it's
bottle
good.
of red wine.
Definitely good for $6 if you're looking for
Yep.
just a $6 bottle, and 14.5%. That's crazy. Like we keep talking about it. Other than the pumpkin spice Chardonnay we had the other week, last week before,
A couple weeks ago.
a couple weeks ago. I still have a little bit of that left.
Oh,
Yeah. Like I said, that Chardonnay was interesting. That only had that was something we didn't mention. So it had grape juice in it.
It had grape
I mean,
juice
I know it's
in it,
wine,
yeah.
but it actually had grape juice
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
That's probably why it was only like 7%.
Yep.
But it is more of a boot now than a bop. That's true. I'll steal a plane and we can go for a flight. That I would love. Absolutely. I would trust you even if you were stealing a plane. I would just, claim that I had no knowledge of that part. All right, we're going to be right back. We're going to go make a cocktail. When we come back, we will talk to you all about it, ingredients and all that fun stuff, and give it a taste. Be right back. All right, we are back. Sorry for the extended delay. We had to make a cocktail.
That's right. Incredibly accurate and delicious mixology takes time.
It's true.
And that's what this guy does.
That's right. And so does Morris Day. Morris Day in the time. He also makes amazing cocktails. We talked about him last week, though.
We did.
We did. That was a lot of fun. We have to come up with another list to go through that you can critique.
Sure.
People really like that. They talked about it the
Really?
next day.
All right,
They were
that was
like,
fun.
They were like, that was fun going through that list. I think enough
Yeah.
people like those songs too. So
That was a good time. Yeah, we'll pick another year.
too funny. Action shelf replenishment, in-person wine recommendations. Oh my gosh. Crocodile, how's it going? We got here. We made it back. Sorry you missed the first little bit. We did try a Shiraz that you can find at Trader Joe's that we liked overall, especially for that price.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe the flavor was not
Yep.
quite as much there, but it was not bad. Gator wine with the leftover PS wine. Ooh, the pumpkin spice wine, maybe. The pumpkin spice wine was actually if you think of it as we said as a
flat cider.
as a flat cider, it was not bad.
Yep.
Two muffins are sitting in an oven. One sniffs the air and says to the other, "Hey man, do you smell something?" The second muffin turns startled and says, "Holy crap, a talking muffin!"
That's good.
That's pretty good. I've heard
Is
something
the
like
torch being handed from? But Guardians are much more.
Guardian.
black.
Yeah, no,
Or
we
no,
used to
there's
get
some joking.
We used to get who was it? Keebs when he would come in here. Keebs always had the joke
Okay.
because he has my favorite joke of all time. The kind of dad joke or whatever. That was the one where it's like, what was it? My wife just told me that she only likes to have sex when she's on vacation. It's sad that I just got that in a postcard from Greece. That's my favorite.
That's good.
And I kind of screwed that one up a little, but it's pretty much that. It's like basically it's just like my wife just told me she only likes having sex on vacation. I got it when she sent me a postcard from Greece. Gator wine is Gatorade and cheap wine usually. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about last week we had a pumpkin spice Chardonnay from Trader Joe's. And Keith is very upset about it. He's sad about it.
I just been, I don't know if it's allergies or what, but I've just been having troubles with my eyes today. Being itchy and irritated.
That's scary if your eyes are itchy and irritated, but you still look that good.
I don't feel
If I had
that.
itchy and irritated eyes, I'd look like hell. I'd look like hell, goddammit. All right, let's
suffering through it.
Let's talk about the featured drink.
Let's yes.
The cocktail right here. Look at that.
Look at that AI generated deliciousness.
It is AI generated deliciousness
Okay.
right there.
But that took you a long time to get there, I know.
It did. I will put up a picture on Twitter of some of the first options that AI generation gave to me when I tried to get them to draw a picture of this cocktail. We are having the very interesting Italian margarita. I have not had one of these. This is kind of probably the most stripped down version that I could find. A lot of the other ones had orange juice in them and some other things. Sausage beer. That sounds gross.
Oh my.
Seeker, how's it going? I hope you're having a beer right now, possibly, if you so choose. Mushroom walks in and sits down at the bar. The bartender looks at him and says, "Hey, we don't serve your type here." The mushroom says, "What? I'm a fun guy."
Why not?
I like that one too. That's always
Fun guy
that's a
to
good
be
one,
with.
too. But anyway, the beverage that we have made, it is 1.5 ounces of tequila. It is 1 ounce of amaretto. It is 1 ounce of lime juice, ½ ounce of Cointreau. I added a little dash of salt because I always like doing that, kind of like how you'd salt the rim of your margarita. And yes, fresh lime juice as well. No agave nectar. That one is weird. That's weird to me. And then swapping in the obviously the amaretto, I guess, is the Italian side of things. So we'll see
Okay.
if there's enough sweetness in here. There's enough Walter Payton's
Nice.
beverage.
delicious ice here, a nice cooling, perfect ice cube in here.
There is an ice cube in there as well.
Yes.
I did do a nice one. It's going, and I wish I'd have a beer right now. You should. Can someone get you one? That would be nice. You get a little bit of the amaretto. Definitely comes through at the
it
end.
does.
Little lime juice. I use the
But they
Blanco.
kinda
I use the
complement.
Blanco tequila as well. I saw some people when they make theirs also use a reposado. That might be a little better to bring in a little bit more of those kind of woody characteristics. But it does look delicious. Should we try it?
We should.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm continually surprised by amaretto, at least in the way we've used it.
Okay.
In that it blends right in there.
It does.
Um,
It's actually really good.
yeah,
I'm surprised. There's actually more than enough sweetness there.
yeah. It's very
The Cointreau also always brings
blends
that.
it. So you tried a few versions of this earlier in the week.
I
you
did
said?
one earlier this week because
Okay.
I was like, oh, I should try this because in my head I was like, sounds like beer o'clock to me. 1 a.m. is probably beer o'clock. I would agree. I tried one this week because when I initially saw the recipe, I was like, okay, we'll do this. I have all these things, perfect. And then I was like, oh, I wonder. I'm like, did they not put agave nectar in there? Because that's what I like when we make our classic margarita. It's 2 ounces of tequila, an ounce of lime juice, agave nectar, basically like a half ounce to 3/4 of an ounce agave nectar, a little bit of salt, and like kind of you're good to go. You can add Cointreau in there as well if you really want to make it super top tier. But that's usually what we do. And I was like, wow, there's no agave nectar in there, so there's no sweet there. The only added sweet is from the amaretto, which does usually bring some of the sweet and a little bit more of that kind of cherry, a little bit of almond kind of thing. But it's not overly nutty, at least not the Disaronno that we've had. I think it blends in fairly well with most of these cocktails. I definitely could see a reposado, for my taste, hitting a little better in here because I wouldn't mind having a little bit more than just some of these classic, like if you added a little bit more of that depth. But this is actually really good.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think this would be a drink that does call for a reposado.
Mm-hmm.
Calls, hey, reposado,
Hello,
get in here.
over here. Because you kind of get the Blanco tequila like kind of at the very end, but it's almost a little bit of an afterthought. So it's kind of the amaretto, the lime juice.
It's interesting to me how the amaretto and the lime actually work together.
Yeah,
But I guess it's
that
cherry
was
and
also
lime.
what I-
So
yeah.
or that's
that was also what I was a little bit worried about though too.
Yeah.
I was like, is that really going to mesh well? But that's actually very tasty.
yes.
Yeah, I would probably reposado tequila. I'd probably do. What else? I don't think I'd change it. I would keep going with that. Other recipes I've seen with this, a lot of them use like a good amount too of like orange juice, like almost making
Yeah, I
it.
wouldn't need that.
Yeah, some of the ones I saw were, like I said, a couple ounces of tequila, but then 3 ounces of orange juice and an ounce of lime. It was like, no, that just seemed like that seemed just way too overpowering. Like I like the more stripped down version of this. Ole, over here. If only our venerable leader, Reposado Tequila, were here.
I'm over here.
Yeah.
I think that guy's also in Con Air.
The creepy guy?
No, the
old man?
The our venerable leader, that guy who says that.
That's the creepy guy.
Oh, okay.
Because he's the creepy guy from Silence of the Lambs we were just talking about.
Yeah, I'm having a friend over for dinner. He's that guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that he's
Right. He's watching him.
Yeah, and he's also watching.
Yeah, I think he's like one of John, because in Con Air, John Cusack's a FBI agent or somebody like that. I think he's his partner.
Con Air.
Con Air, yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking
Nicolas
of
Cage.
I don't know why his glorious hair.
What were
in
you,
that
yeah,
movie
what were
too.
you thinking of?
I was honestly thinking of what's the one with Harrison Ford and
Air Force One.
Air Force One.
Oh.
That's what I was like. It has the word air in both.
Con Air Force One. It combines the two.
Yeah. Air Force One, like Axl Rose Mofford.
Yeah, Con Air Force One. We've made a new movie. Let's go back and splice it together.
Oh God!
I wonder
that'd
if
be
someone's done that.
Get off my plane.
Yeah.
What, man? I don't want to do it. Nicolas Cage. I can just perform it all for you right here. I don't know if I can do a good Gary Oldman doing a Russian accent, though. That might be tough. Sounds lore accurate, right? What's going on? Where's Sean Connery? Because he's in Con Air, right?
Sean Connery, no.
No. What one is he in then?
The Rock.
The Rock. That also does have Nicolas Cage, though.
That's also Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Also, what's his name?
Ed Harris.
No, that's right. Are they both Ed Harris?
Well, no, Ed Harris is in
Con.
We were talking about Truman Show.
Oh, okay, but he's also in the. No, he's in the Rock. Ed Harris is in the Rock.
Ed Harris is in the Rock,
isn't he? Yeah, because Sean Connery.
He's not in Air Force One.
No, this is very confusing.
Air Force One is, I think, Glenn Close.
These motherfucking cons on the motherfucking plane. At Samuel Jackson. That would be amazing. Get these snakes off this plane. Lucky, you may need to try this margarita variant. I think maybe something.
The margarita variant.
Maybe this is something we make at ProneCon next year. It could be.
Corn Boy.
Corn Boy gets his at ProneCon. At CornCon? Was there any corn at ProneCon? I wonder. Whole lot
Was
of
there any
cropping.
porn? No, wait.
No.
Wait. Prone.
Prone.
Because he's the host.
Yes.
Prone
ProneCon.
should be at ProneCon.
He should be.
He better be.
He's not there.
Yeah.
He's there in spirit.
Yeah.
Is he dead? No, he just doesn't like coming anymore. He's really not happy with the people that have started showing up. Corona Mimosa. There you go. Oh, elote dip.
Oh,
my God.
that's good. Yeah.
I love elote. Oh, man. That elote down at Hermanos that we get. Prone fed his corn on the cob the first night there. Oh, nice. No Corona. Yeah. Yeah. Paco has an aversion to Corona. That we have learned. Yeah. I think the only change Reposado tequila for me. I think it just needs a little more.
I think I agree.
Little backbone of
That would,
kind of
a
thing.
little bit of that extra age would help for sure.
Delicious. My Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've saved some other ones. At some point, I don't know, maybe there's several drinks I have found that involve usually green chartreuse.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is
We've
expensive.
talked about that.
Maybe can we split a bottle as long as we do 3 or 4, if I can find 3 to 4 cocktails that involve that. So we get that much mileage out of it. Would you split a bottle of that with me?
And how much did we say?
I think it's around $60 bucks. So it'd be $30 a piece. What's the amount of cocktails that I would have to?
I don't know.
that I
I'm
would
sure
have to
we'd
do on
find
the
more
show?
stuff. We'd
Well,
try it.
I'd
We'd try
want-
it by itself.
I'd want to have them ready.
Yeah.
We would try it
Yeah.
by, but I'd want to make sure we know the value going. I already know of at least 2 that I have saved in them because I want to try it because there's the last
Okay.
word which ties into Destiny, but it's also one. I think it's
Okay.
like everything I have, and then it's always chartreuse.
Damn you, chartreuse!
But yeah, that's actually one that even HJ, when I've talked about different cocktails, he's like, yeah, I haven't even, because they've got a pretty extensive,
But
they'll
they,
buy all this-
yeah.
and they haven't even bought a
they
bottle
can't
of that
even
yet.
part with the flask because they don't have any.
Because they don't even. That would have been
Dang.
perfect. Yeah, I just slide him a tenner across
Yeah.
the table. I'm like, can you give me 2 ounces? Because you always. That's the thing. It would last a long time because it's most of the drinks it's a half ounce. But I guess it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that we could even
We'll just
look
make up a big gallon of something.
Yeah, exactly.
It would suck if we buy it and we're like, oh, what is it supposed to? I didn't even know what it's supposed to taste like.
Let's look.
It's supposed to taste like green. Chartreuse.
$67. Guardian Down giving a gifted sub. Oh my God. Why do I have to read that? Guardian Down. Thank you for the gifted sub to Corona Jizz. I'm assuming that was aimed at Paco. God damn it, Guardian Down. Thank you for the
This
gifted
is
sub,
the
though. I do
rhythm
appreciate
of
it.
the night.
I do appreciate it. Thank you for the gifted sub to Corona. Or maybe it's his. Maybe it's a short J. He's
Corona Heath.
Corona Heath.
Yes.
This is why we can't have nice things. It is. It's accurate. It is accurate. Green chartreuse is the only core in the world with a completely natural green color. It is powerful and unique. Only 2 years chartreuse monks.
Okay.
Identity. 130 plants, how to blend them, distill them. So there's a very... Okay. Supervise the slow aging in oak casks. Ingredients. Alcohol, sugar, plants and flowers, alcohol content. So it's actually high alcohol content too. That's kind of interesting. Let's say we have to do it now, but I've thought of it. I was like, I'll start we can look up some drinks. We can almost, we don't have to do them all back to back, but it's what would be the number? It's okay, if we get this thing, we get.
If Total
5
Wine has that, I have Total Wine gift cards that I could to that.
I don't want
saying.
to. I don't want to contribute actual cash.
Well, I don't. No, I'm just. I
I'm
don't.
kidding.
It'd be a good thing to utilize that for.
They have to. I can't believe it. I swear.
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen-
Total Wine. I just saw.
Oh, was it there?
There's one there, right in the middle, curbside.
This one?
Pick up today.
This one. This one.
No, the one that says Total Wine and the one right in the middle. I think
Right here.
No.
That's too expensive.
one in the middle. $35.99.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
That doesn't look right though.
The
That bottle looks different.
middle.
Why is that one so cheap? Is it a small? Oh, it's some other liqueur. That's not.
Oh,
That's not good.
chartreuse vegetal.
Yeah, that's you like
The
that
gr-
word, but that is not the thing we're looking for.
Vegetal.
Let's actually look and see if they have it at Total Wine. I know usually, I think like Rum Runner has it. I think they've had it.
I can't. It'd be weird if they don't have that. But it's
Chartreuse
possible.
green.
There's one.
No, it's not, I don't want that. I want the actual one though. That one seems weird.
Isara Verde.
Yeah. We'll have to
Yeah,
look.
no, well, if it's not, that's fine.
We should see if maybe they have
Having
it.
it at Total Wine's not a deal breaker. So.
No.
Hmm.
This is why you shouldn't tell people stories.
This is-
Exactly.
This
Mark.
is good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yep. Dang, Amaretto continues to amaze and surprise.
I know.
I wish I
Are
really.
you going to add a bottle to your collection of things you don't drink? That you have at your house?
No, I won't do that. But I will not shy away from an Amaretto, a drink that includes Amaretto on a menu if I see one. I won't be like, oh no,
That would have been one that you would have normally
probably,
shied away
not,
from.
but that's not the case anymore. Now I might be like, oh,
It
wait.
just adds like as long as they
Amaretto.
don't, I think as long as it's not the main featured thing,
yes,
like I would not want it to be all like even as good as it is. Like I think it's one of those things that could build a little bit if it was the main ingredient. I like it when it is like the little like the added player that just adds some extra depth.
yes,
Of that little bit of cherry, a little bit of sweet, like all those kinds of
I
things.
agree.
And that's why, like with the Manhattan, it's just like a little half ounce that I kind of throw in.
No, I
I've
like
done
that
too.
thought. I like
That
that
kind of
idea.
like I'll adjust that half ounce too when I make the Manhattan. Like sometimes I've used either like a Scotch, like I'll throw that in there to add a little smokiness to it. Like have some fun. Like I said, there's a lot of obviously there's cocktail recipes that we love, but everyone out there, if you see a cocktail, oh that sounds pretty good. I wish it didn't have that. Well, don't put that in there.
maybe make
put
it the
something
right
else
way
in
the
there.
first time.
Always a good
Maybe.
idea. Well, that's kind of like why we did it
The
this
recipe,
way.
yeah,
I
and
was like, I'm
then-
going to make this exactly.
Right, and then tweak it after that,
Yeah.
so you can say, okay, I know what the creator of this, I know their concept, I know what their flavor profile was. I don't like it, I do like it. What don't I like? What do I like?
Mhm.
And and if it's not anywhere close, then toss it out.
Yeah.
But if it's somewhere close, you're like, oh, I just want, just like right now, we're like, you know what? Let's reposado.
Yeah, reposado would definitely be the only change. I would do
Yep.
this exact same recipe, but I would make it throw in some reposado instead.
I agree.
All right. Well, it has been a very, very good evening. Do we have any idea? Like this week, we almost like had 2/3 of the way done.
Yeah, we did. It was ready to go.
I don't know if we have anything else ready. Are we have
We
anything in the
don't.
can? Do we have any ideas?
No.
I know
It's,
I have.
So
I know.
it'll be October 10th
Okay, so is that still going to be a good day?
when we next get together.
Is that all right?
Still be a good.
Okay, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know if you had
well,
anything going on the 10th. Like I said.
I don't think I have anything going on October
Okay.
10th, except podcasting. Having a good time with all of our.
Oh my gosh, that's
all of
true.
our
We do
friends
this
here.
like
Yeah.
most Thursday evenings. Make sure
Yeah.
you guys have hit the
There we
follow
go.
button if you're here, came over in the raid or anything. Would greatly appreciate that. Again, other places you can always go check out are those right there.
I think we
Um,
probably do need to make an effort to pumpkin beer.
I was
And I can't believe I'm saying
that was what
this.
I was going to say. I've finally drawn you over to Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King, as it were,
Yes.
right here. I
Not
think we need-
pumpkin.
yeah. Oh, do you still have one of those? Carrie, how's it going? Good to see you. Need to DM you about another you. I'm confused and I'm also slightly dizzy, so it might be me. Oh my, another me?
Another
shouldn't be-
you.
There should not be any other me's.
There would never ever be another you.
You lay down if you're dizzy. Don't be falling.
That's
we don't
right.
need that. Do you still have one of the ones that we didn't have last year? The beers,
Pumpkin beers?
the pumpkin.
I have no.
barley
I
wine?
have the one we did have.
Okay.
Have that.
Oh, okay.
I also still have a Boot Hill Stout from a couple of years ago.
Oh,
that
but
we
those
had.
are so good though.
I know. I still have that. The can still.
But yeah, I
Still
think
there.
so. Okay, so we'll try and make a goal for myself. We'll try and get out, like I said, because we usually do some pumpkin beers as it hits this type of season.
Yep.
There can only be one. That's right. I am the only one. If there's anybody else, it's all lies. So yeah, please DM me. Yeah, we were like I said again. We'll try and find some pumpkin beers because we like doing those
It's
every year.
tradition. We have
used,
to do.
Yeah, we used to do like rankings. We used to do like a whole thing where
That
we
was
would
fun.
pick some. We still have a couple of our favorites. Like I said, whether it's the Shipyard Brewing, the Pugsley's Smashed Pumpkin was still one of our favorites. We might try and look for that one again just to have it because we haven't had that in a couple years.
The pumpkin from
Pumpkin from
Dogfish.
Dogfish is always delicious. Like I
See
said,
what's
but
out
we've,
there.
we've had more than you probably want to find. A lot of them are up on YouTube, so go back and you can search for pumpkin beers.
with us having
if
a
you find the older
cool
one.
pumpkin background.
We do. That's always hanging around. I forget where I.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have my cauliflower.
you might
ears.
be. You get to have the cauliflower ear. Where is it? There, right there. You
There
can
I
have
am.
it. See. It's like you're just wearing one of those old timey bonnets.
That's what I was just thinking. Actually, yeah. if it went around my neck, it'd
Yeah,
be great.
exactly. That's pretty good. But yeah, so we'll look for some pumpkin beers. I don't know, maybe another wine. Like I said, if you're into that sort of thing, I think that's been
Possibly.
Kind
We
of fun.
do have an eye toward Thanksgiving.
I think. Yeah, I think we need to make sure we start.
We'll see, though.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean we'll see because maybe we find a plethora of pumpkin
That's true.
beverages.
Would you say I have a plethora of pumpkin beers?
An homage to our previous years of doing this. So, a plethora.
A plethora of things. All right. Oh, actually, I have negated my responsibilities here. Let me go see.
Oh, we got to see if anybody's out there.
So we can go say hi to all of you wonderful people hanging out
will
here.
We say hi to.
Let's go say hi to somebody. Let's go scroll down here. Go see who is hanging out. But yeah, that should be fun. We do need to get in some pumpkin beers. You're right, and I am surprised you're saying it.
I am too.
Because that is always
There's a emptiness. There's a longing.
so a hole in your heart that can only be filled by pumpkin.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you went. Wait, I can't think.
There's
Extreme.
a hole in my heart that can only be filled by a pumpkin.
Not a hole in my heart that goes all the way to China.
Oh,
That's Cyndi Lauper.
so that's wow. What song is that? Is that
That's
must be-
called "There's a
is that a
Hole
deep
in
cut?
My Heart." I think that
Would
was.
you consider that a deep cut?
No, I think it was actually on the radio
Okay.
back in the day, as opposed to the Goonies.
And
Are
as we
good
said-
enough.
No, and you could say this.
Yes,
Extreme, there we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what I was singing?
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
There's a hole in my
Now, what else did
heart.
Extreme do? Didn't they have another one?
More Than Words.
Oh, that's right. More than
And then he was
words
sang
to
for.
show.
He was Van Halen, right?
Van Halen 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a hole in my heart.
We have a goal. We'd like to be
that
even worse than Van Hagar. I've got someone for you. Perfect.
Gary Sharon.
Gary Sharon. Gary Sharona. Ooh, good Gary one.
More than
Words to
words.
show you how I
I didn't like that
feel.
song at that time. I actually like that now.
Didn't like it. Oh, it's a song you like now?
I mean, I appreciate it. It's
appreciate
good. I
it.
remember even
Yeah.
back then, our writer of our outro music,
Oh,
he said that was a tougher song to play on the guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
More than words?
Yeah.
Because it was so
'cause of
slow
the-
and you just wanted to play faster?
yeah,
Or just,
I think because of the
Oh.
knocking and the. Anyways,
okay.
and maybe I'm misquoting because I don't want anybody to go, "Oh my God, that's the easiest thing in the world." I could be wrong.
if he's in chat right now, he could answer that
Yeah,
question.
he could. He probably
He
isn't,
should
but-
actually be in chat more often.
Yeah, he
Uh,
should be actually. He's great in chat.
They also sang also that rock and metal song Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure when they're running around the. Oh, really? Okay. A hole in my heart can only be filled by Windex. Oh God, that is a
ouch.
deep cut. We won't get into that story
Windex is
right
the
now.
exact amount.
You
Those
can
are the exact ingredients in a Windex.
tell- oh God,
That's from
terrible.
Man with Two Brains.
Oh
that's the-
yeah,
that's
is
the-
that the blue that
That
he
they
injects?
use to inject into the buttocks
Is it my voice?
because it kills the brain last. Yeah.
Is it my voice?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's
Tuk, tuk,
they
tuk.
said I should never talk until the deal is
Took
done.
of oil.
God,
Yeah.
it's so bad.
It's
and he's
my
like, no,
voice.
keep
No,
talking.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a great movie. Man with Two Brains. Make sure you watch it.
Yeah.
Who was the voice? Who was
Damn, your drunk driving tests are hard.
God,
So
juggling.
yeah, juggle these.
Oh, that's so good.
You can. Yeah.
So I missed everything. No, Crocodile. I'm sorry you missed everything, but thank you for that automatic plug there. Make sure you follow on YouTube because you can find all of our podcasts there the Monday after. We do these on Thursday, so you can go check that out. Deadman Don't Wear Plaid is also. Oh my God, Deadman Don't Wear Plaid.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't even know what you've walked into by saying
Oh,
Deadman
yeah.
Don't Wear Plaid.
Oh,
That
my
is a
God.
favorite of all time.
Oh,
What is fuck?
So good. Yeah. It's when a man and woman.
It's a
are
slang
in love.
term for when a man and a woman. No.
No.
Friends of Carlotta.
FOC.
Oh,
Friends of
Yeah.
Carlotta.
That's-
Yeah.
My pajamas.
Damn,
Oh,
this
give me
is-
just enough time to clean and press your pajamas.
This is never going to heal.
It's never gonna help. Let me make you some of my famous Java.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even. That is a
Oh.
that is a classic that does not get
Too good.
near enough love.
You annoy me.
There's a girl at my work that says she's a hole in She says, hole in her heart. I hope not. I'm trying to fill another hole.
Oh.
Dear Lord, man.
Oh, of course, Guardian.
Of course, Guardian down. Dear Lord, man. That's just absolutely awful. All right, we're going to go say hi to Static Arbiter. He is playing some Dragon Age of Inquisition. He is super, super nice. He usually plays a lot of sports games as well, like I said, from NCAA college football to baseball things. Like I said, but yeah, he's a super nice guy. Let's go say hi to him. Going blue at the very end there. Not shocked at that at all. Not shocked at that all whatsoever. All right, let's get that raid going. And yeah, we will see you guys all next week. Hopefully
Thank you, everyone.
Hopefully with some pumpkin beers. Thank you for the raid, Jane. Thank you to everybody being here.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's go say hi
This
to
guy's
Static
here
Arbiter.
tomorrow.
I am here tomorrow. That's true.
I'll see you next week.
He'll see you next week. Perfect. Perfect.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a great night.
Or have
Paco,
a
you
great
too.
night.
Yeah, have a great night. Good night, everybody.